Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're stepping into something a little darker, a little moodier, and honestly, a lot more powerful. We're talking about goth girl chic. Now when people hear goth, they usually think of heavy eyeliner and black everything. But that's only the surface. The modern goth girl isn't stuck in cliches. She's confident, artistic, and grounded in her own world. It's elegance with an edge, femininity with armor. There's something about the dark side of style that always pulls people in. Goth girl chic isn't about being spooky or dramatic. It's about presence. It's a quiet kind of rebellion, the kind that doesn't need to shout to be heard. I've always loved how this style turns contrast into art. It's soft and sharp, romantic and dangerous at the same time. It's less about wearing black, and more about what that black means. Power, control, mystery, or maybe just comfort in your own layers. So let's unpack what goth girl chic really means, where it comes from, what it represents, and how you can make it your own. Goth girl chic is more than black clothes and smoky eyes. It's a mindset. It's about depth, emotion, individuality. There's this honesty to it, an unwillingness to pretend. You're not trying to blend in or play it safe. You're expressing something real. It's that feeling of power that comes when you walk into a room knowing you're different and liking that about yourself. That's why I love this aesthetic. It's mysterious, but not for attention. It's about finding beauty in the dark, strength in softness, calm in chaos. Textures play a huge role too. Lace, velvet, satin, leather. They're not just fabrics, they're symbols. Each one has its own mood. Velvet feels romantic and nostalgic. Leather feels bold and unshakable. Lace is poetic and fragile in the best way. When they come together, they create this layered story. Part softness, part steel. Think of black as a full-on style language, not just a default. The aesthetic we're tapping into now isn't about draining your wardrobe of color. It's about using dark tones with intention, mixing in punk codes, and making something that feels very now. Now, let's talk about the foundation, the pieces that define the goth girl chic wardrobe. It's less about having a lot, and more about choosing pieces that tell a story. Think of it as curating a dark little universe that reflects who you are. Start with the classics. A long black coat that feels like it belongs in another century. A structured corset that shapes the body but still feels modern. High boots with attitude, midi skirts in tartan or pinstripe, and long flowing skirts that catch light in the most beautiful way. You'll also see tailored blazers, sheer blouses, and lace gloves making a comeback. Details matter here. Buttons that look vintage, jewelry that feels personal, a belt that cinches everything together in a way that's almost sculptural. For hair and makeup, think mood over rules. Goth chic doesn't have to mean heavy. Sometimes the most powerful look is the simplest one. Hair can be sleek and straight. It gives that clean architectural feel, or softly waved, with pieces that fall around the face and create shadows. Color doesn't always have to be jet black either. Dark brown, rich red tones, even a cool tone platinum can work if the styling feels intentional. Makeup is about intensity, not overload. A dark lip paired with clean skin, smoky eyes with bare lips, sharp liner or a soft blur. Both can say the same thing if the attitude behind them is right. The trick is restraint. Knowing when to stop is what keeps it from feeling like a costume. You can throw in a detail that feels punk-inspired. A subtle metallic liner, a jewel-toned shadow, a satin finish on the lips. These small moments give the goth mood a modern edge. At its core, goth girl chic isn't about darkness. It's about depth. It's about owning the parts of yourself that don't always fit the mold. Maybe you like quiet places. Maybe you think too much. Maybe you feel everything deeply. This style gives all that a visual language. It's not about dressing to impress or following what's trending this week. It's about building a world that feels like your own, one that's honest, intentional, and unapologetically emotional. Goth Girl Chic says that beauty doesn't have to be bright to be powerful. It can be slow, layered, even unsettling in the best way. There's a confidence in being comfortable with contrast, with softness and strength living side by side. The modern goth girl doesn't hide from her emotions, she channels them. She uses fashion as both expression and protection, turning vulnerability into something that feels like armor. That's why so much of this aesthetic feels cinematic. It's not loud, but it tells a story the second you look at it. And there's rebellion here too, a quiet, graceful kind. In a world that constantly tells you to simplify, to brighten, to tone it down, choosing to wear darkness with intention becomes an act of defiance. It says, I can hold elegance and intensity at the same time. This mindset is also deeply personal. For some, it's about nostalgia, the music, the art, the literature that shaped them. For others, it's about identity, finding peace in complexity. But what unites everyone who connects to it is that quiet sense of self-awareness. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You're not afraid to take up space, even if that space feels shadowed. And right now, fashion is giving that space back. The resurgence of Gothic style isn't about dressing like it's the past. It's about bringing that mood into the present. Designers are exploring structure and emotion again. There's poetry in the silhouettes, storytelling in the fabrics, and strength in every subtle detail. Goth Girl Chic is the art of showing up as your full self, even when that self doesn't fit into the light. It's elegance with a pulse, power with softness, beauty that lingers long after you've left the room. When it comes to inspiration, there are a few women who've mastered this balance of elegance and shadow. Each of these women embodies a different side of the goth girl spirit. Together, they show that this aesthetic isn't one-dimensional. It's flexible, evolving, and deeply personal. Jenna Ortega has become the face of modern Gothic fashion. She brings that dark academic energy into the mainstream with sharp tailoring, structured silhouettes, and an edge that never feels forced. There's always something cinematic about her looks, like each outfit could belong in a film still. Zoe Kravitz interprets goth girl chic in her own minimal, effortless way. She strips the aesthetic down to its essence, clean lines, black on black, natural textures, but still keeps it magnetic. Billie Eilish gives the aesthetic a completely different rhythm. She plays with volume, contrast, and attitude. One moment oversized and street, the next soft and romantic. There's always intention behind the chaos. She turns rebellion into art, giving the goth mood a youthful, unfiltered energy. Anya Taylor-Joy brings the old-world romance of Gothic style into a modern, high-fashion space. Her corseted dresses, intricate lace, and bold silhouettes feel like a love letter to another time. But even when she leans into fantasy, there's control. She wears the darkness. It never wears her. Rosalia offers a fresh, street-smart take on dark elegance. Her style is sharp, often blending leather, metal accents, and structured silhouettes in ways that feel bold without being over the top. She shows how goth mood can be versatile, night out, studio session, or red carpet, always unapologetically hers. Helena Bonham Carter represents the artistic, eccentric heart of Gothic fashion. Her style is unapologetically creative, layered, dramatic, and full of storytelling. She mixes textures and eras in ways that feel deeply personal, reminding us that goth girl chic is as much about imagination as it is about clothes. Keep in mind, we're mid-goth renaissance. This style is no longer niche, it's moving into the mainstream, and that gives you full permission to make it yours. Now let's talk outfit ideas, or rather, the feeling behind them. As these looks come up on screen, think about contrast. Something structured against something delicate. Hard meets soft. Masculine lines meeting feminine fabrics. It's that constant play between control and chaos that makes goth girl chic so magnetic. Every outfit should move like a story. You can almost imagine where she's going, who she's thinking about, what her silence might mean. There's an elegance that doesn't need perfection. Sometimes a loose sleeve or undone hair makes it even better. Don't be afraid to add surprise pieces. Maybe a tailored blazer over something sheer. Maybe boots that look traditional but have modern hardware. Maybe jewelry that's layered heavy and meaningful. This is where personal style comes in. Don't copy what you see. Instead, use it to find what feels darkly beautiful to you. Goth girl chic isn't about dressing dark. It's about feeling deeply. It's about carrying a kind of quiet fire that doesn't need to be explained. Maybe that's what makes this style so powerful. It's not loud, but it's unforgettable. What I love most about it is that it gives you permission to be complex. You can be soft and strong, mysterious and open, calm and wild, all at once. You can look elegant without losing your edge, and you can wear black without hiding behind it. So if this aesthetic speaks to you, let it. Explore it, twist it, make it yours. There are no rules here, only moods, textures, and emotions waiting to be turned into style. Thank you for watching, and for being part of this darker, more beautiful side of fashion. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, leave me a comment, tell me what this aesthetic means to you, and subscribe if you want more. See you in the next one.